Hey Process Pros, today I'm going to be walking you through all of the functionality of our new AI agent, Nova. So Nova is super powerful. Nova can take actions across multiple canvases. So if you want to diagram workflows, build team structure, build an org chart in the people canvas, or set up new tools in the tool canvas, Nova can do all of those things from one chat. So let's get started. Today we're going to walk through a collection of examples across every canvas to show the power of Nova. To start, let's assume that our organization has a CSV of all of the tech tools that we use in our operation. And let's assume that we want to add all of these tools to the tool canvas because they're not added yet. So the way that you activate Nova is found in this purple sparkle right here. And Nova will appear in all of the canvases. So if I flip over to the tool canvas, you can see that Nova is still available to chat directly across any of these canvases. So let me go ahead and open up Nova. Let's start a new chat and let's say, hey Nova, can you add these tools to the tool canvas, please? And I'm just going to attach a CSV of the tools that I use in my organization. So before I actually press enter here, I want to show you what this tool upload actually looks like. So there's a few data points that I have in this CSV: the tool name, the price per year of the tool, the status of the tool, whether it's active, considering, or canceled, and notes about what this tool actually does within our operation. So just some basic information. You can see that Nova will take all of this and convert it into the appropriate fields within the tool canvas. One note that I want to make here is that a best practice is to tell Nova how you want these things organized. For instance, you could say, organize these tools by their status, where each status is its own tool group. That way, Nova knows how to organize these things. Now, if I didn't give it any instructions, it's possible that Nova will assume that that's how I want to organize things, but it's always better to be descriptive. All right, so I'm gonna press enter and I'm gonna let Nova analyze the CSV and organize the tool groups by status: active, considering, and canceled. So you can see when you upload a file, Nova will go ahead and read that, and Nova will start to call all of the skills that Nova has access to. All right, we can see some data appearing inside of the tool right here. And it's giving me a full list of all of the actions that it took with hyperlinks to the tools that it added in the tool canvas. So I'm gonna go ahead and just refresh my screen because I don't see the tools showing up just yet. There they are. Great, so we have all 42 tools added to our tool canvas grouped by status. Awesome. Right? So if I ever wanted to just reconfigure these, I could just put them kind of stacked in a list, just like this. And now I have my full tech stack added right here in Puzzle. What's cool about this is, let's say that, oh, I forgot that there is one tool that wasn't included here. I want to add, let's see, I think Google Calendar might not be added here. Yeah, I want to add Google Calendar as a tool. You can just continue to prompt the same conversation and Nova will go and add incremental things to your tool canvas. Oh, it asked me a question. Which group do I want it to add to? The active, considering, or canceled. And I'm just gonna say, put it in active. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and refresh. It told me that it created Google Calendar. And I'm just gonna look up, we now have Google Calendar and it's right to the right of the active thing. So it looks like it didn't put it in the group, but we can just expand that group right there and have it be included in the active section. So really fast way to add your entire tech stack and add incremental tools as you go along. Okay, so as you're building out workspaces within Puzzle, I commonly recommend starting with the tool canvas, mapping out your full tech stack, and then coming to the people canvas and building out your org chart. So very similar to the tool canvas, Nova has all of the skills to be able to build out your org chart. So I'm gonna go ahead and start a brand new conversation. And I'm gonna say, hey Nova, can you help me build people cards and set it up like an org chart? So in order to do this, I need to feed Nova a list of the people that are on my team that aren't here currently and give Nova the reporting structure of my team. So I'm gonna go ahead and attach this file people.org, which is a CSV that just has a list of people, like so. And you can see that this list of people has also the role type indicated. So if the role type is not exact, Nova will look at your role types and find the best option to assign a specific role type within Puzzle. So it doesn't have to be exact the way that a kind of classic data upload needs to work. And I'm also going to give Nova the reporting structure of the way that these people report to each other. So I used Claude to kind of just set up a little prompt that indicates how this reporting structure works. And you can see that it does a really good job of reading CSVs and then producing the people in the appropriate structure. So you can see we get a report of all of the actions that Nova did, and we have all 10 people with the appropriate org structure, and with each person tagged as the appropriate, intern, board of director, advisor, vendor, etc. So once again, this took just a couple of minutes compared to all of the clicks that it would take to fill out names and types and maybe emails and all that sort of stuff. So that's another example of what Nova can do. Okay, let's hop over to the team canvas. We have a collection of roles, but as you can imagine, it's really easy to let Nova go ahead and create all of your roles in the organization. So I'm gonna skip the team canvas, but what you'll notice is that even when I'm prompting from the workflow canvas, Nova is aware of all of the other canvases' data. So we're gonna go into the example of me giving Nova a screenshot of a process diagram that I want built from Zapier. And you'll notice that Nova will ask me back which roles I want assigned to the steps that it ends up creating. So it is truly an AI sidekick that can take actions across and in between the canvases here. So let's get started. Let's say that I have a Zapier flow that I want to map out. And so what I'm gonna do here is I'm actually going to just take a screenshot of this flow. I'll save it to my desktop and I'll say, can you replicate this Zapier flow as a diagram in the workflow canvas? And I'll just go ahead and attach an image right here. So I have my screenshot. Nova will go ahead and upload the screenshot. Now, what's important here when you're building out diagrams using Nova is that two things. You want to tell Nova how many sections do you want Nova to use, because you'll notice as you start to use Nova, Nova will assume that you want to use multiple sections to diagram maybe just one process. So I'm going to say just use one section for all the steps and make it a vertical flow that flows top to bottom, the way that the picture is. So the two tips here are, one, you want to tell Nova how many sections to use, and you want to tell Nova whether you want this diagram vertically built or horizontally built. And from there, Nova will go ahead and start to create the diagram. So you'll see all of the tools that Nova is calling. Nova will go and look at all of the tool IDs. It will also identify the tools that aren't yet added to the tool canvas and go ahead and add those tools to the tool canvas. And voila, we have our fully documented Zapier Answer Connect Workies flow right here. It even identified Zapier filters instead of the actual, Zapier tool. You can also see that it wrote notes for each one of these steps here, right? Really, really cool functionality here. So you essentially can take any action that you want to in terms of mapping out diagrams, uploading CSVs, taking images of diagrams that you want replicated in Puzzle, and create all of these things using Nova. It is really the first step towards vibe diagramming your operational infrastructure. So I'm excited to announce that every account has 200 free credits, and all subscriptions have allotted credits that get renewed every month. So I hope you have fun with Nova, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.